Welcome to CVR English. On the special occasion of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's birthday, today we are going to make his history to your visuals. Today we have a very special guest, Krishna Reddy Garu, who is an associate lecturer at School of Economics, Central University, Hyderabad. Let's welcome him to today's debate on the very special occasion of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj'S Jayanti. To let our audience know the great history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, today we invited a special guest. So without wasting time, let's start a special talk show of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the legendary history of Maratha warrior Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So let us welcome to the guest first. Welcome to the show, Mr. Krishna Reddy Garu. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
On this very special occasion of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj'S Jayanti, what would you love to give your opening remarks, sir?
Yeah, as we all know, Shivaji Maharaj has played a very crucial role in shaping up the economy as well as his kingdom. Very innovative and more secular in his administration. He has got many reforms. To start with, the Shivaji had a very clear vision of Aindavi Swarajya. That is, a self-rule was one of the most important prominent idea he has taken. That is basically we have to rule ourselves first. Then we all know the Shivaji Maharaj has fought against the mighty empires like Mughals as well as Bijapur Sultanates, where he has a very limited resources because those kingdoms are very big and large. So, but he never give up, and he has also faced a lot of imprisonments and betrayals, but he never gave up. So, even in terms of religious tolerance and inclusive governance, if you look at Shivaji was a devotee of Hindu, but he has respected all religions and employed even Muslims in his administration, like Darata Khan, who is also well, known in his administration. So he ensured the protection of not only Hindu temples, mosques and churches. So that clearly shows Shivaji's, the promoting the harmony and respecting the diversity in personal and professional life. So this is one of the major challenges, and in his administration also well known one concept is Ashtapradhan Mandal, where the 8th Council of Ministers he was appointed for effective governance. Okay, and also he introduced transparent revenue collection and anti-corruption measures. So that has also shown his strong leadership and how even strong institutions can create and bring some accountability and efficiency in the administration. And as we all know, Shivaji Maharaj also high regards for women's respect and protection. Okay, so in his administration, he strictly prohibited any kind of mistreatment of women in his army as well as administration. And also he ensured that the women's safety even during the wars, unlike other the rulers of his time. So he had that special respect and provided equal opportunity for even women. So we can go on, the listing the ideal rule we have seen, and the major is the established kingdoms who are exploiting the common public and who are never been bothered about well-being of the public. So Shivaji was the one who has built confidence among the public, brought several reforms, which we will again talk about maybe in next few minutes. But yeah, this is I think the present, the modern administration or the rulers of this country has to take inspiration of Shivaji and protect our own culture, our own identity, what India is represents. The India is known for the world. So, and that has to be inculcated and bring that spirit among the civil society so that India not only progress in terms of economy, it also provides stronger ethical and spiritual message to the world. I think that's where the Shivaji Maharaj, the birthday celebrations, the current generation has to take the spirit of his ideas and philosophy, the commitment towards the cause, commitment towards the better governance and administration. I think that's a message we can learn from Shivaji Maharaj.
Well, that was a very great words about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Let's take this as opening words, sir. Can you please explain our audience a bit about the legendary warrior's mother, Jijabai's legendary?
Yeah, of course. See, he has several times acknowledged the who raised him such a with high moral values, with the the great skills. So he is Shivaji. Even the mother is always there to guide him and motivate in the spirit, which the course of people got benefited under his rule. So the Shivaji Maharaj always acknowledged the influence of mother and the kind of the priority which has, the kind of lessons he has learned, whatever he has implemented. So this is the idealistic, a mother and son who could add in a same line of thought and way, even his mother brought him up such a way that, he could contribute for the society in a bigger way. So this also is a message for the present generation mothers, that the quality time you spend with the children and you inculcate the ideas and the spirit of our nation in the young children mind, and that will lead positive contribution for the nation's the development.
Sir,
So in that way, Shivaji's mother role can never be ignored, and has done a great contribution directly and indirectly during the Shivaji's role.
that was a very legendary words about Jijabai, sir. One more thing, sir, whenever we hear the name Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, we also remember the name Aurangzeb, because Shivaji Maharaj had a very fearless battles with Aurangzeb. Though Aurangzeb was dreaming to win Dakhan, which belongs to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the Nizams and Aurangzeb or many other Bijapur Sultanate, many other sultanates tried to suppress Shivaji Maharaj, but it was no one's capability to suppress Shivaji Maharaj. Can you please explain this, sir, to our audience?
Right, so because as I told you, Shivaji Maharaj had a very limited resources to fight against such a big emperors, but he developed the guerrilla war, where
Yes.
he can try to attack strategically so that the damage can be less. So even the conflict between Aurangzeb and Shivaji Maharaj also was well documented in the history, which is Shivaji visions was the Hindavi Swaraj, whereas Aurangzeb was imperial and religious expansionism. So where that was created the disturbance between the civil society. So Shivaji was in the 1966, Aurangzeb invited Shivaji to the Mughal court in Agra, where he was betrayed and imprisoned. Shivaji brilliantly escaped by hiding in fruit baskets, returning to the Deccan to rebuild his forces. So after escaping, Shivaji has reclaimed the lost forts and strengthened the Maratha Empire. He continued to resist Mughal dominance while establishing strong administration and navy and economic system. Aurangzeb struggled to defeat Shivaji despite deploying massive, armies and the resources. Even if you see why Aurangzeb has failed to defeat Shivaji, if you see the Shivaji's guerrilla warfare is hit and run tactics so that and fort which has developed so that he can identify those people when they are entering. So it is hard for Mughals to conquer the Maratha lands. Okay, so he fought multiple wars across India. Aurangzeb, we all know, and leading to economic strain, military fatigue. But his anti-Hindu policies alienated local rulers and created resistance from the Rajputs and Sikhs and Deccan kingdom. So, unlike Mughals, Shivaji had loyalty for the Maratha people and traders and local people. So that's where the Shivaji and could successfully defeat the Aurangzeb and never allowed to grow. And the civil society has enjoyed his contribution. Shivaji, once he owned that empire and he protected Marathas from this Mughals and given the best administration, brought the lot of land reforms and reduced the burden of tax burden as well as eliminated the middlemen in the entire business process.
Sir, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is also known as father of Indian Navy. Could you please define the reason behind why he was given the title?
Well, that's a very important, because the Shivaji, as I mentioned, has built, a lot of the ports where he can identify and where he can, attack the enemies who are entering into that. So, in that sense, Shivaji is first one who recognized the importance of naval power. So, in the coastal line, Konkan coastline particularly, stretching from Maharashtra to Karnataka, was more vulnerable to attacks from European powers like Portuguese and British and Siddhis of Jinjara. So this was Mughals were controlled the lands of which was land routes, forced Shivaji to explore sea routes because the land routes were fully controlled. So he has to explore the sea routes for trade and military movement. So even the foreign traders were controlling Indian trade, and Shivaji wants to establish Maratha dominance over coastal commerce. So in this way he has built the strong fortified coastal defenses. For example, Sindhudurga Fort, Vijayadurga Fort and Kandari, Undari forts. So likewise he has built naval ships. Okay, so Shivaji personally used to supervise this shipbuilding and how it has come. So this because of the land which was controlled, so he has taken the sea route. So that is where the people call him as a father of Indian Navy. He was the first Indian ruler to prioritize maritime security. That's the reason he was the Shivaji Maharaj naval foresight helped to protect India, the western coastline particularly, from the foreign invaders. Is the strategic use of sea forts, warships and trade routes made the greatest military of Indian history. So his efforts paved the way of India's for maritime, security. That's the reason people calls him as the father of Indian Navy.
Sir, each and every word of your is nothing less than a jewel, sir. The way you explained about Shivaji Maharaj. One more thing I would like to ask you is, sir, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj not only is a regional figure, but he is also a national figure. When the matter comes to Telugu states, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj spent a valuable time in Srisailam, one of our Jyotirlingas. Can you please tell us his time in Srisailam?
Okay, so as you rightly said, Shivaji Maharaj cannot be seen as just a Maratha leader. Okay,
Yes.
so he was the one who has brought several, reforms in the entire administration and the rule mechanism. So Shivaji, as you rightly said, we have a very big place in called Srisailam, to where you see all the whatever the rules he has made, the monuments and the administration part where he could create. So that's where you could see.
So that was a signal breach with us. So talking about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is always a legendary thing, because people like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj are born once in a while. Once there was Maharana Pratap, who was known to be one of the legendary persons. A person who should be considered after Maharana Pratap is none other than Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. One of the followers of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has also said that people may come and go, but rulers will come only for once. Kings may come and go, but ruler will be one. So that was the reason why Shivaji Maharaj was given the name Chhatrapati. One more reason why Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is known as a demigod of this country is because of his followers. So that was a signal breach, sir. Please continue your words, sir.
Just repeat.
We were just talking about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj followers, sir. For example, Tanaji Malusare or
Right, yeah.
Baji Prabhu Deshpande. There are many of the followers of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Can you please tell a legendary story about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj?
Yeah, the Shivaji's, you asked about the Srisailam, particularly as we all know, Shivaji was a devout follower of Lord Shiva, and Srisailam is home to of Mallikarjuna Jyotirlinga, that is one of the 12 scaled Shiva shrines, right?
Yes,
So his deep inclination has made him aware of this temple's importance, and he used to send offerings, and he believes that the Srisailam Mallikarjuna, the Shiva's offerings were the great help, support for blessings for his rule. So though we don't have documentary evidence as concerned in a larger extent, but though we have certain pieces of some information that the Shivaji was, whether personally visited the Srisailam, there are a difference of opinion, but where is ideologically connection between Shivaji's Hindu revivalism and Srisailam was the major connection with this.
Sir, few people in India also say that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is a Hindu extremist. What is your answer for that? Raising Chhatrapati
So that is
Shivaji
very,
Maharaj slogans
very-
is also
very
considered
narrow-minded
as extremism
people
in nowadays.
or people who are not aware about Shivaji's administration can say that Shivaji Maharajan has maintained the secularism. As in the beginning also I told, he has taken into his administration also the Muslims, the key players in the as a part of it, and he has also protected the Muslims, unlike the Mughals who had destroyed the Hindu temples. That was the major, the target of the Mughals, destroyed the great extent of Indian Hindu temples. And but Shivaji, there is no evidence. No one can say that he has destroyed any Muslim mosques or the churches. Instead, he protected. He has brought that the secularism as a priority and recognized the importance of it. So the people who are not aware about the Shivaji's the administration, or people who has a vested interest to the criticize or not able to accept the revival of Hindu culture in the country, can call him and that way. But he has well respected and never allowed forcible kind of conversion. So he has respected and protected the people practices, and it is very narrow way if someone who calls him as a Hindu extremist. He was a successful leader, and that's the reason who has inculcated the last 70 years. The people never allowed or never propagated Shivaji's the new economic policies, new administrative policies, the secularism policies, and protecting Hindu the culture was never prioritized, never brought in the limelight of the discussion of for the younger generation, because they had a fear that the revival of this Indian culture, it can be the major threat for they just assume that it is a threat for the other the communities, which never was believed in the Hindu philosophy. And Shivaji Maharaj also has respected. Today people remembers, even I would say you go to any small rural villages or even younger generation, people literally worship Shivaji Maharaj and ideas and philosophy, the kind of the administration he has given to the civil society. So in that sense, I would completely object if anyone says that he is an Hindu extremist. He is the most democratic and the more secularist, but only he has protected the interests of the people of the majority of these Hindus. That's where the people has a problem to call him as an extremist.
Sir, coming to one more thing, sir, whenever we hear the name Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, we remember one more name, Afzal Khan. Could you please explain the story of Shivaji Maharaj and Afzal Khan, sir? And the very famous Baghnag is also there in England. Afzal Khan, could you please explain the story of Shivaji Maharaj?
I'm actually not able to hear. Can you just repeat the question?
Sir, after Aurangzeb, so again there is a very small signal breach. So let us talk about Afzal Khan and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj face off. People may be knowing a cinematic vision about this, but Afzal Khan and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj face off was a very strategic thing. People may look into to explain in a very cinematic way. Let us explain. Shivaji Maharaj and Afzal Khan were having a very closed insider meeting at the very given point of time, but at the very same time Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj know that Afzal Khan is not a person to be trusted. Afzal Khan also cheated many kings except Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Wherever Afzal Khan goes, he calls the king for a dinner or a pleasant meeting, and he executes them whenever they come to Afzal Khan with a trust. So there were many stories of Afzal Khan killing the other opponent kings by making them inviting to his territory or his palaces. The very same way Shivaji Maharaj was also planned to be killed by Afzal Khan. But this planning was done by Afzal Khan and Aurangzeb. Afzal Khan was uncle of Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb specially sent Afzal Khan from Calcutta region. Afzal Khan was governor of Calcutta region, Bengal region. From there he was brought again to once before this he got to Maratha heartland. He was defeated then, and when he was sent back to Bengal due to his loss in Maratha land, which means Afzal Khan and Aurangzeb, both of them came to a meeting, and they have planned to execute Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in a very cunning way. So by this, Afzal Khan sent a invitation to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to come for a dinner or a pleasant meeting. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj came to a meeting with Afzal Khan. Everything was planned to execute Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, but Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj very strategically expected that this would happen for sure. He came with every protection. He came with the shield, he came with the armor prepared, he got his very famous weapon called Bagnak, which will be hidden inside the fist. And a person can attack the opponent whenever he finds the chance. So this was the plan. This was the plan by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to face off Afzal Khan. So the special day came. Afzal Khan and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj were under the same roof. They both came under the same roof. The meeting started. When the meeting started, both of them had a very casual hug. When they hugged each other, Afzal Khan tried to betray Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj by attacking with knife on his spine. Because Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was aware of Afzal Khan's history and killing the princes or the kings who came to meet him earlier, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj came with an armor, and though Afzal Khan was unable to kill Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, but the pre-prepared Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, with the help of his legendary Bagnak, executed Afzal Khan. Afzal Khan was torn into two pieces by his stomach. When the body of Afzal Khan was sent to Aurangzeb, even Aurangzeb was shocked that a person who is the half the height and half the weight of Afzal Khan executed Afzal Khan in a very brutal way. The brutal means it's not a brutal way. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj executed Afzal Khan in such a way that even Aurangzeb got shocked that how can a person with half of the height and half of the weight of Afzal Khan can execute Afzal Khan. This was the legendary story, and this was the legendary face off. So let us take a break, then continue with the legendary history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.